Spain fans, hi Chicos, and firstly can I say it's just great to be back doing a little bit of filming in our wonderful part of Almeria, Arboleas. And this is the second part of our drive-through individual communities of Arboleas. So this second one I picked is Los Carrascos, and I have to say I love Los Carrascos. It's probably one of our top two popular selling villas within Arboleas. It's the longest established. It's been, you know, here now. The first houses were built here some 20 years ago. It straddles the main road here, as you can see, on the left and right as you leave Arboleas town, the top road coming out of Arboleas, and it's the closest community on that road to the actual town centre. I'd say 25 minutes walk. So much going on here. There's some great bars and restaurants, just a really, really friendly community. Got so many friends and clients that have bought here over the years and absolutely love it. And you can buy everything in this community, from a top spec to 250 plus villa down to a wonderful 2-bed cottage. So here's a real hub of Los Carrascos, the place to be bar. This is our wood store. You can see there in Carrascos. There's lots of these dotted around Arboleas, but this is a particularly handy one if you live in this vicinity. Getting ready now for the winter. This is September, so I'm just going to take a little drive through some of the streets. I'd say Carrascos, around 400, maybe 450 villas on this side of the road. They're all going up inclines, if you like. So again, all the houses are stepped, very similar to the designs you would have seen, or the layout you would have seen in Torres. They've deliberately been kind of put into steps so that you can have spectacular views from each of the villa gardens. So if you see a villa come on sale and it's in Carrascos, it invariably will have exceptional views. The first community within Arboleas to get mains drainage. You've also got fibre optic being installed here, and as I said earlier, some absolutely super duper properties here, and as always surrounded by the most beautiful countryside. Sorry, I'm taking this isn't a normal road if you, if you live in Carrascos, but I'm just taking this as a little detour so you can get kind of some idea of the individual streets. We've got a good number of villas on sale in this community, and as I said, it's probably number one or number two in terms of popularity for people coming over who want to be near the town. Many of the villas here are a lot larger than others that you get down in different communities. I suppose one particular builder here, Mountain Oaks, he built very, very sizable 3-beds, you know, 140, 160 metres as opposed to 110, 106 offered by others. The individual streets, I have to say, aren't in that good condition. Again, very similar to the UK. The water board come along 1 minute, dig a trench and put some pipe work in. Then the fibre optic lot come in and dig another trench on top of that one and fill it in again. So constantly, as they're putting in things like the mains drainage and fibre optic, then the road keeps getting dug up and put back together. It's all back together at the moment, but full of little trenches. Now over on the other side of the road here, this is, you know, a very, very popular location, but unfortunately very little comes on sale. There's lots of what you would define as Rambler front properties here, so they've got gardens and their living rooms and kitchens, etc., all looking over the Rambler, unspoilt views, uninterrupted, and renowned for its fabulous sunsets every single evening. The sunsets behind the hills you've just seen. Hope you know, you can see a little bit of the layout of gardens and stuff, but similar to most of the communities in Arboleas, then what you're not seeing is people's swimming pools and entertaining areas, because obviously they like to keep those a little bit silent. That I'm not actually driving along a road here. This is a track that runs parallel to the Rambler. The Rambler's sitting here down below me, and you can actually walk along that magnificent walk straight down to Arboleas Centre if you're feeling particularly fit and fettle on a day. So the people that choose to live in Carrascos have opted to live. You've got a choice of kind of walking down the tarmac and on the pavements and stuff like that, or you can opt to go down on the Rambler track. As well as the place to be, just a few minutes walk outside of going back towards the town, you've got the bar Trinidad, again very popular. That's a Brit-owned bar restaurant renowned for its steak nights, fish and chip nights, and have entertainment there on a regular basis, as does the place to be that you've just passed. You have to drive slowly through this community because we have adopted the wonderful speed bumps that are everywhere over the UK now as well. But at least it means people just drive slowly through the community. So everything now to my right, everything to my left comes under Los Carrascos. And a huge variety of constructors built here. So the style of each of the houses is individual. Yes, it is, I suppose, an estate for want of a better description. Don't like that word, but you've not got street after street of uniform houses that all look identical. And dotted in between, you've got a kind of cluster of the very old houses as well. Let's take this little turn. Calle Piche. And this takes you up through. You can fork off here to the left. There's a number of new building plots just been put in there, so that's ready for the next lot of new builds which are coming along. So I'll take a little amble up there. The villa just there on our left, we have on our books at the moment 7225 Villa Vista Bonita. I could say hi to a few people through here. Hi Donna, how you doing? Hope you're not missing us too much over here. Jane and Rich, you featured in a number of our videos and have lived happily now in Carrascos for a good while. Bob and Shirley, looking forward to seeing you Friday if you're back down on the waterfront. So I hope you're getting examples. I'm driving through here, you know, you can see you've got 2 stories, single stories, there's some little cottages, some very palatial 3-bedroom villas. Just look at the backdrops and the views that all these guys enjoy. So yeah, let's whip down to the bottom, but just check that out. How could you tire of that? I said right at the beginning, I've really missed doing these, so it's quite nice to be back out in the car and having a chat with you guys again. We can't, you know, we're overwhelmed, I must say, with the popularity of these videos and how the amount of mails we get and saying how useful they've been to people who have kind of been looking at the location. There's nothing else like it online or available to you to watch. You know, Google Earth does a job, I suppose, but it's not particularly fail-safe, and it doesn't give you an up-to-date picture of how things are at the moment. So people have found these, or seem to find these, absolutely invaluable when they're kind of researching to come over and look at a particular area. So hope these ones are useful to you guys as well. Take a sharp little turn here again. This is really just to show you, you know, what the individual communities are like. Los Carrascos, this one, as I said, is called, and it used to be called, spelt incorrectly on Google Maps, it was Carrascos with an O, when it's actually Carrascos with an A. The builder who's got those plots we drove past a few minutes ago, he built these houses on plots probably 6 years back, 7 years back now. And this is the edge of Los Carrascos up here on this platform, and down below us Los Carrascos goes into Los Garcias, another little community. Quite small, that one, but we'll probably do a little drive around to that on another day, because again it's very popular in terms of people buying villas at the moment. So I've just come down now onto the bottom, back onto the main road, join the main road again that runs through the centre of Carrascos. You can see there's quite a few properties on the left hand side here that are actually, you know, right next to this main road, but there's plenty of options in Carrascos where you can live, where you don't have to be by the main road, and of course this gives very easy access in and out of the properties. and getting back to town, but some people might find the roadside properties a little bit noisy. But just for every one of those that would find them a little bit noisy, there's lots that absolutely love them, because you can see these are all lived in and very few for sale on Carrascos at the moment. You can see the condition of this main road's absolutely excellent for driving along. So just coming up on, these are the last two little residential streets. Hi Martin, hi Deb if you're watching this. And this is the last street on the left that makes up Los Carrascos, and we're now heading back into the main town. And what I'll do is I'll keep the camera rolling so you can kind of see the proximity of Bar Trinidad. And in the car from the community to the centre of Arboleas is no more than 3 minutes. If you get stuck behind the odd tractor carrying a trailer of olives down or something, it might take 5, but that's not normal circumstances. I'm not in the supercharged car today, I'm out in the little hybrid, just tootling around. I think these little videos as well are just as popular with people who already own a property here and live. So a big hi to all them that seem to tune in, and all of them that tune in on a regular basis. So not even a minute's drive from the edge of Carrascos. Here you've got the new Trinidad Bar on the left-hand side. As I said earlier, popular for entertainment, good English fare, you know, steak nights, curry nights, fish and chip nights. From what I gather, very welcoming place to go. Past the Trinidad, and there you go, we're now at the very edge of Arboleas town, so actually 2 minutes in the car rather than 3. I overestimated, overcooked that one slightly. And I've walked that a good number of times, and you know, it's not an easy walk, I have to say. It's not all on the level, uphill, downhill, but 25 minutes and you're comfortably in the town. Lots of people do that on a daily basis, but really for exercise purposes, I suppose. Maybe a dog walk as well. Just past the lovely Azabachi, all of you know that. We're in the town, so listen, I'm going to say goodbye for now on that one, and we'll be back with you soon. Take care and see you soon. Hasta pronto.